Alright, what up everybody? It's Pauper MTG with Dan and Rob coming back at you with some more sweet Pauper Magic content. Today we've got a spicy red deck to
Copyright
play.
Rob, last name 2016. Do not steal this deck. This is mine. I made it.
It's true.
Don't copy this list.
Don't do it.
I'll be watching MTG Goldfish. If I see any top 8s with this, I'm suing you.
Yep, I've got a good lawyer. So starting off with the lands. Oh yeah, don't we want to take those Great Furnaces up?
No, the Great Furnaces are fantastic.
Okay, sure.
There's no reason not to play them. If someone sideboards in Artifact Hate because of my Great Furnaces, then hell yeah,
Or if
please,
they
more
just
power
happen to
you.
have it and they're like, oh cool, I guess I get free land destruction.
No one mains Artifact Hate, okay?
Some people can main Artifact Hate.
I've
Alright.
never once encountered that.
Alright, fine. Starting off, we got 4 Great Furnaces. It's an artifact land. I'm gonna spoiler this right now. We make no use of this other than it's just a mountain, a fancy mountain, and we're just waving our loads of cash around in your face with this one.
There's this one guy in the tournament practice room who like hates Affinity more than anything and
He
just
just-
plays his mono artifact.
And we're gonna run into him, yeah. Anyway. Then we got some amount of mountains, basically better Great Furnaces in this deck.
Great Furnace is fine. It's good.
Great Furnace is a mess. A waste.
No.
A big, fat mistake.
Great Furnace is not a mistake.
And everybody knows it.
If you have Great Furnace, I recommend you put them in any deck that has Mountain, because why not? Look at this money. Look at this money.
We got 3 Smoldering Spires, enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, target creature can't block this turn.
Whoa!
Then we got 2 Teetering Peaks, enters the battlefield tapped, enters the battlefield, target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn.
Whoa!
We
These
can-
lands are like spells.
They're basically spells. There are worse spells that we could have played that are worse than these lands.
That's true.
Moving on to the 1-drops, we've got 39 1-drops. This is a very 1-drop heavy deck.
You get one Mountain, you're good to go.
Pretty much.
Get
And
one
even
Great
then,
Furnace, you're good to go.
your lands aren't necessarily blanks here. Anyway, so we got for Akroan Crusader. This is a 1/1 with Heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a Akroan Crusader, put a 1/1 red soldier creature token with haste onto the battlefield. So you cast a lot of spells in this guy, make a big army of soldiers, and then you fight.
Man, I remember passing a lot of copies of this dude in Thuro's draft. Little did I know he was going to become Tier 1 Pauper material.
Yeah, well, you know. Then we got 2 Brute Force, 1 red, target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Basically the Pauper Giant Growth, or no, the Red Giant Growth, sorry. The only thing this is missing is a bear.
That's true.
Yeah, no bear.
Not this time.
Almost worth splashing green just to have a bear on this card.
Yeah, consider it maybe
Yep.
next time.
Sure. We got 4 Dragon Mantle, enchant creature, triggers Heroic, enters the battlefield, you draw a card, gives the creature Fire Breathing. If you got some extra mana, which you will because your spells are so f***ing cheap, you can pump that into making them even stronger.
Triggers Heroic, draws a card, and makes your creatures huge. What's to hate?
I would love to have a Dragon Mantle.
She looks like she's having a good time.
She is. We got
Great
4
deck.
Furor of the Bitten. Enchant creature gets +2/+2 and attacks each turn to Fable. This could be a downside, but I mean most of the time you got a big beefy Akroan Crusader or whatever, and you just want to beat in with him.
Yeah, I mean, triggers Heroic. Bam, that's perfect.
Perfect.
Makes everything you have into a 3/3.
Yep.
What can block a 3/3, Dan? Pretty much nothing.
Not a lot of things.
Seagate Oracle? No. Maul Drifter? No. Gurmag Angler? Yeah. Demonic Wall? Okay.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Dreamstalker, I guess.
Yeah.
Core Skyfisher? No.
We're back in business. Moving on, we got 4 Goblin Bushwhacker, 1/1, pay the kicker, 1 red. For 2 mana, you get a 1/1 that when it enters the battlefield, creatures you control get a +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. This is the Alpha Strike. You make a token army with a Akroan Crusader and other cards that we may go over later, and then you just beat in with full force.
You blast in.
You just blast
I never
right
really
in.
understood this art. Is he like clinging to a cave ceiling, or is he by like a river?
I think This is like a waterfall, and he's like waiting for people to walk by so he can ambush them.
So you can whack their bushes clean off.
Pretty much, yeah. If only there were flavor text on this card to spell this. I don't know.
If only.
Anyway, moving on, we got 2 Intimidator Initiates. 1/1. Whenever a player casts a red spell, you can pay 1 mana. If you do, target creature can't block this turn. You got those pesky blockers. It's basically infinite Smoldering Spires.
Infinite smoldering spire.
What's not to love? Anyway.
Look at this dude, he's adorable.
Right. He's very intimidating anyway.
If I seen that thing come at me with the flaming spear, I'd be like, get away.
He'd be like, I wouldn't block it.
I would not open the door if he was standing outside.
If you're coming at me, I'd be like, I'm not going to block this, and I'd just let him stab me. I'd be so intimidated.
Make it quick.
We got 3 lightning bolts, 3 damage to target creature or player. Just all in all, a solid card. Hits, you know, I mean, we need to get a little extra reach just to put us over the edge. We can bolt someone 3 to the face. We got a creature we need to get rid of. We bolt 3 to it, you know. We feel like committing suicide. We bolt ourselves.
The best 1 mana red instant spell in the game.
Ooh.
I would say that for all formats. The best one right there, Lightning Bolt.
Okay. That's a bold claim. Yep. Anyway, so moving on, we've got 4 Reckless Charge. Target creature gets +3/+0 and gains haste until end of turn, and you can flash it back for 3 mana. This man is so reckless that he is turned into a comet.
Shooting out of a volcano.
Yep, this guy just does not give a fuck about how dumb his goggles look.
No, he surely does not, Daniel. He's got a cool soul patch, too.
Yeah, I guess. This is what became of our vice principal.
I was going to say, this guy looks like a high school teacher, like, with some stupid shit on his head.
Mr. Ford's wacky physics invention turns him into a fucking comet.
Turns Mr. Cross into a comet. Great.
Yep.
Okay.
Quality.
Moving forward.
We got 4 Satyr Hoplites. 1/1 for 1. Heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Satyr Hoplite, put a +1/+1 counter on Satyr Hoplite. You put a Furor with a Bitten on this guy. He's actually a 4/4 now on turn 2, and he just beat right in.
Not much can really beat that, other than the, Chainer's Edict and all that.
Right. Well, we don't care about Chainer's Edict.
Man, can you
yeah.
imagine if Heroic triggered off your opponent's spells too, so they try and kill your guy, you get him 1/1, you make them bigger.
That'd be pretty sick.
It would be pretty sick.
Probably broken, that's why they didn't do it.
Most likely.
We got 4 Titan Strength. Target creature gets +3/+1 till end of turn, and you get to scry 1. Then we got 4 Mutagenic Growth. We can't cast this for the green, so we're going to have to pay the 2 life, but it's essentially a free giant growth if you put it on Satyr Hoplite.
Yeah, I mean, this card's insane. Pure and simple. That's why it costs so much money.
How much is this?
I don't know. It's
No.
like probably 50 cents, something like that.
No, that's
expensive for a pauper card.
Right. Yeah, so it's... No, it's not the main deck. Then we got 4 Mogg War Marshal, 1/1 for 2. And it enters the battlefield or dies. You put a 1/1 red goblin creature token onto the battlefield. For 2 mana, you could, or at the beginning of your upkeep, you have to pay the echo cost or sacrifice it. Either way, you get 2 power immediately.
Spread over 2 bodies, which is good with Goblin Bushwhacker.
Yeah, anyway, so that's the main deck. Moving on to the sideboard, we got 4 Electrickery, rec tokens all day, every day. We got 2 Electrostatic Bolt, deals 2 damage to a creature. If it's an artifact creature, you deal 4 damage to it instead. We got 4 Magma Spray even. Holy shit.
Hell yeah, look at all that magma.
Yep, we're going to spray it all over some stinky weed imps. Magma Spray deals 2 damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead.
We're going to drop our steaming load all over those stinkweed imps.
That's correct, and they're going to cease to exist as a result. They won't even be buried.
Yep.
We got 3 Pyroblast. Counter target spell if it's blue, destroy target permanent if it's blue. If you don't like blue things, this is the card to use.
I hate blue things.
Yep. And then we got 2 Smelt. 1 mana, destroy target artifact. You can't really beat that.
Yeah, we got Solar over here using his lightning spear. It's
right.
pretty sick. Look at that art. Pretty good.
Pretty good art. Anyway, yeah, so that's the sideboard. What do you think, Rob?
I think this deck is fantastic.
I guess we'll find out in matches. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.